Hello everyone and welcome to John Plays Games. This is a Let's Play that I have been looking forward to for quite a while. A year or two or three, I don't remember. Full disclosure, I backed the crap out of this game on Kickstarter. So anything I say about it, you can take with a grain of salt, given that I went into this game knowing that I would like the kind of game they made, because I was a big fan of their previous work. The Neverhood on PC, Skull Monkeys on PS1, and Earthworm Jim. I love these games, I love their art style, but Neverhood was a point-and-click adventure for the PC back in the 90s. It was amazing, and was, one of those games that just kind of, informs your entire development as a gamer. So when this game came along, it was kind of a spiritual sequel. I immediately funded it. So I just wanted to get it out of the way at the beginning of the video, that yes, I have money involved in this game, so that you don't think I'm sneakily trying to promote something. I just like the game, and I'm gonna play it. You guys wanna play with me? Okay. It just came out on Wii U, along with Xbox, PS4. It's been out on PC for a year now, I think, and I've played through the PC version, so I should hopefully be able to give you a pretty good, solid Let's Play of this. So without any further ado, let's start a new game. This is the first time I've booted up the Wii U version, so I have no idea how this works. Even if you don't like the game, you should at least like the music. Wasn't that great? Just puts you in the zone. We're immediately ready.
Okay, Beak.
I'm just glad we're still alive.
Yeah, me too. Now, let's get a look at the hull. Yeah, this does not look good.
I don't think our part insurance is gonna cover this. Our deductible is nuts too.
Beak, look at that. What do you make of this guy?
Ooh, an omelet.
So this game is done entirely in stop motion, with clay, and that's something they did in the Neverhood too back in the day, and it's just a really cool art style.
Beak, will help.
Tommy Nod!
Nice work, little wing buddy.
Hey, that's what I'm here for. Looks good enough for me. Let's go in.
Yeah, hold on. We don't know what's inside. There could be Carpathian brain suckers or even...
Alright. Now we enter the game.
Beaky.
Alright.
What is this place?
Got me.
Alright, so, control-wise, obviously, being a point-and-click adventure, you have a cursor. It kind of, magnetizes to objects. That's handy. But you can also use the touchscreen to drag the cursor around. You just click where you want your guys to go, and that's where they go. Let's look out this window. Weird unicycle birds being chased by a hairy sushi monster. He does kind of look like sushi, like the bed of rice and then the fish and then like the seaweed wrapping it. You know what I'm talking about? That's what he looks like. Like the most terrifying piece of sushi you've ever seen in your life. He got one of them. That's terrifying. We just witnessed a truly horrible thing. Okay, so there's a lever here. We can grab this lever, and then there's a spot to put it over here. And then we can go in here. Alright, so in here, this thing, it's the... Sorry?
I knew you'd come.
I'm standing over here.
You've traveled far, yet your true journey begins through the exit unseen.
What could that mean? Who knows? Yeah, it's interesting, like the PC version, obviously, when you're using a cursor, doesn't have this whole, like, sticking to the objects you can interact with thing. But I kind of like that. It does make it a lot easier to spot things that you can use, but I do wonder if there are going to be issues where, you know, if two things are close together, if that could cause problems. But it does always ensure that I'm clicking on the correct spot, which is kind of nice. Oh, we got a light switch over here. Click it. Okay. So, if you've ever played a point-and-click adventure, every symbol is important and will be useful at some time. We don't know what this one does yet, but there it is. So we might need that later. One of the other things we can do in this game is we can click on Beak, our little friend here, and now we can control him, and he can go through these little tight crawl spaces. So we're gonna hop on in here and see what we find. And there's something on the ground there. They've done a lot of nice... When this game first came out on PC, it didn't have like the custom cursor that would like switch icons when you could interact with something and all that stuff. And it made it a lot harder to tell like what was something you could interact with, what was usable in the environment, and what was just a background set piece. So I think that there were a lot of little like user interface things like that resulted in like kind of like mixed reviews early on. But then they did a lot of work on the PC version fixing all of that and making the game like way better. So if you like read some reviews of the PC version from when it first came out, keep in mind that they've made huge changes to this game since that initial version. Okay, so we have 3 blocks here. The first one is a little dude with a spear, and those ones are little small things. So once again, that might be important later. So we're gonna keep that in mind. We got something off the ground. I think it was a lever. So we can bring that back to Tommy Knot, and perhaps that will be useful. I think there is a lever switchy thing back out here. I'll be really good at this like very first part, because on the Kickstarter I got the like early like kind of beta version of the game that was very glitchy, but it means I played through this first part a lot because it didn't really have a save system yet. So I got real good at this first part. Let's actually no, I want to bring this with us. So let's push him through. Once again, the music, I mentioned this during the theme song, but regardless of whether or not you like this game, the music is great. Okay, we have a spot for our lever over here. So let's try that out. Okay, that opens that, so now we can push this guy through. And that activates that. So now we can hop on this. This was the path unseen he referred to earlier, and ride it up here. It's nice that I've played through this before because it's gonna make me feel really smart when I'm solving puzzles. Bacon. Okay, so let's hop off, and we can click on this.
Greetings, friend. I am Abraham Lincoln.
Alright, so we have his little symbols on his paper that lit up and various clicks. Once again, maybe that will be important later. If you're playing this game for the first time, I strongly recommend like a notebook, just with you at all times. Okay, so on here, we have a bunch of different symbols. and let me see if I can find it, because we have 3 symbols here, and boy, with these lights shining in my face, it's harder to see the dark symbols. So we have 3 symbols here, and as we saw earlier, we know what the first symbol is, and it's this guy. So we don't know what these ones are yet, but I know that the first one is that dude with the spear. So we'll go look around and see if we can find those other symbols. This, I believe, is closed. Yep. So we'll hop back on our vine here and keep on a-going. Alright, something obviously blew through this wall.
Not good.
That's right. I don't have a thing for that yet. But Beak can probably sit on this.
Nice work, Beak.
Okay, so that opens that door. And we can go in there. And what is in here? There's a lever here, let's try that. Alright, so that activates that vacuum. In here we have a little jewel on a pedestal. Can't do anything with that yet, but we can do this. No, we can't. It's locked. Okay, so. And we can go up here, but there's nothing we can do up there. So I'll save us some time and just leave. Alright, so I think then we just need to keep going on up this tentacle thing. I think if I just ride this, Beak will teleport. Yeah, there we go. I will say the loading screens between as long as you're playing on a semi-decent PC, I never found them to be as long on the PC version, though I wonder, you know, if it would make a difference. Like, I wonder if, like, the Xbox One and PS4 version have that same issue. Okay, so we have a lever, or we have a crank. That's not a regular lever, so that won't work on there. But there was a spot in the previous room where we can use that crank. So we'll go do that. Okay, so let's put that in here, and then that is spinning this door over here. So let's do it again. And nothing. Let's do it again. And something. Let's go in there. Alright. So in here, we have this, which we can't do anything yet with, but we have a hole that Beak might be able to go in. Oh, can you push this? It made a buzzy sound, so I'm assuming that didn't do anything, so let's go through the hole and see where that takes us. Keeping an eye out for things we can pick up along the way. But I don't think there's anything in this tunnel. I think this just leads me to an important spot. Alright, okay, so there's our second symbol, which is the sushi monster. And also, when you're Beak, and you're in these sort of like night vision areas, Beak is telepathic, obviously. And so he can actually connect with these octa, whatever they're called, and get messages from them. We can't understand them, but we can kind of try and piece stuff together from the pictures.
Se altinop spirosnik enadetsu aruho rala ed daramet ne la trof Armikrog. Dareka Robert
We got Armikrog. But what we can get from that one word we knew is that symbol that they showed when they said Armikrog. And now we can kind of see, okay, that's what that symbol means. So if we encounter that symbol somewhere else, we'll know what that is.
Let's
pray that hole we saw earlier.
Sipikap Moxole Sadase, Daribas Etse
It's the beginning of Superman.
Uh-oh.
That guy looks evil.
Dare apag ojaba, orapas ala adib urbas, akal ne Armikrog.
There's Armikrog again.
Olasinaas et rumle, daragase imnak et se. Oribas on endale osu, o olas re emuras si sonubla.
So, when we listen to these messages, we'll start to be able to piece together the story and what is going on in this tower, what happened to it. This tower is called Armikrog, this fortress. But that squid thing also just gave us this object, which we can use. Okay, so we have an object. We know the second symbol is the sushi monster. Man, I cannot say that. And now we can go back to Tommy Knot. All right, barf it up. All right, and then Tommy Knot, and guess where that goes? That thing that's the exact same shape as that. It goes right here. Yeah, pull it on out. Pop it in, and boom. Oh, we have to push the button. Now the button should work, I think. Maybe? Yes, okay. So that makes green happen. So now we have green. And that's good. But what if that's not the only door over here? Could it be that if we turn this some more, we'll find yet more hidden doors? No, we'll find one more door. But, oh, okay, there was a squiggle. I don't remember if that's important, but there's a squiggle over there. Keep on turning. There we go. So, now we have a green room, where before there was only a red room. And this room's creepy looking. So we have our rug, which is breathing, and whatever that is, up there. So that's good. Let's go over here. We've stumbled into a cutscene.
What was that?
It's a baby.
Can you imagine the wandering monsters this thing is attracting? I'm just saying.
I like the baby's face.
Tommy,
because it's
don't
so
touch
obviously
that
just
thing.
like kind of
You don't know
like
where
drawn
it's
in
been.
with like a toothpick.
Okay.
Like the subtitles that just say burble gurgle.
Pee? Okay. There you go. Tommy Knot has you now. I'll take care of you until we can figure out how to get you back to where you belong.
Yay! We made a friend. Let's take our friend as we continue our adventure this way. But before we can go too far, we'll be stopped by an incredible puzzle the likes of which we have never seen before. Go, puzzle, go! I think. Maybe not. Oh, there we go. So P's crying. And when P cries, we have to sing P a lullaby. So, essentially... Let me turn this on. This will play a song. And the segments of the song are all connected to the little thing that's hanging underneath it. So each of those has a segment of the song in it. But the ones on my side don't match up with the ones on the back. So I have to figure out which ones I have on my side and then reorganize them to match up with what is on the other side. This will be an area where the touchscreen controls will be extremely helpful. I probably should have been listening. Okay, so I think, move that. I think this guy's the first one. This guy's the second one. Wait, is it? Okay, so. Da-na-na. Alright. Let's see how close that is. Oh, wait. Oh my gosh, it's all wrong. Well, that one was right. That one. Gotta listen to the background sound. It's not as much a tune, you're listening for, like, the accompanying instruments. Okay, let's try that. I think that's right. Did that fall off? Was that wrong? What do you mean it's wrong? Oh, wait. Oh, I know what I'm doing. I need to start with this one, because I'm forgetting that it didn't end on the last one. And then move all this stuff over one. Okay. I've got it this time. I've got it. This is it. This is it. Really? Okay, but that guy's right. Okay, so all it is then is that these two guys need to change places. I got it. I got it. This is the time. Everything's fine. Yes. Alright. Now you. Good. Yes. So far, so good. Yes. At this point, it has to be right, because that's the only way those endings can go. Alright, we did it. Yay, P is happy, and P to P. Now we can
that
P...
was interesting.
Yeah, it was. Okay, so now we've got this, and we can take that. Alright, so now we have that. P is happy, and we've turned back on the power to a new part of the fortress, and so now we can continue our adventure. We still need one more of those symbols to unlock that door, but we'll find that in the next episode. So thank you guys very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of the game so far. I'm going to keep playing it because it's not a super long game, so I figure we can probably just play all the way through it. Be sure to subscribe to Nintendo World Report TV and check out NintendoWorldReport.com for lots more coverage. If you enjoy the videos we do here, please consider donating to our Patreon, where you can get tons of exclusive content such as early videos, articles that only you get to see, kind of like editorials and features that we just write for you guys. We have exclusive podcasts. Once a month with Patreons a certain tier and above, we do a game night where we hop on Skype and play like Mario Kart, Metroid Federation 4, Smash Bros, Splatoon, that kind of stuff. And it's a ton of fun. You get to just play with me and other members of the NWR staff, and it's always a great time. We have yet to have one go horribly bad. So, consider doing that if you're in a position to do so. And once again, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. But I need to be yet... Oh boy! Holy... Okay. Sure. Friend, how are you? I'm gonna click on your eye. Oh, I saved you! Now you're out of the water. Oh, thank you! Boy, you were a lot easier. Hopefully not as scary. Okay. Got some beans? Baby beans? Are those Oh, they have faces. They're screaming babies.